So we're going to start with Hunter Business School. They have two locations, one in Levittown, one in Medford, but only the Medford location has the sauna program. So that's the campus you'll be going to once you get into the school. So just like any other college, you need either your high school transcript and diploma or your college transcript and diploma. Courses in A&P and science, any credits in that should be helpful for helping you get in on that end. Hunter Business was requesting 3 references. They want an interview, essay, and they also want you to go to like where I work, an outpatient radiology facility for like a day, and you'll observe how ultrasound goes and with the techs and how the workflow is going. So their program is almost 2 years, 23 months. It's usually like a year in school going through the lecture and the academics, and then the second year is usually like the clinical rotation where you'll go to different hospitals, radiology facilities, and you'll perform ultrasound with the techs that work at those facilities. So that's how the schooling usually goes. They are in school for the day, 8 to 6, Monday to Friday. So you'll have to make a sacrifice whether you're going to go to work at night or go to work on the weekends. So that's something like a big discussion you'll have with your family. Make sure you have all the coverage and support that you need, whether you have like kids or not, whether you're going to school, coming right out of high school. Also, that is a degree program. So I think that is pretty much worth it because you'll either get a certificate, instead of a certificate, you'll get a degree. And that school's tuition is $38,000. That's how much I paid back in 2011. So it's about the same. That's a small loan for 2 years of school. And when you come out, you'll be making $60,000. It'll be easy to pay back your loans, $200-300 a month, and live your best life. Think about it coming right out of school, 18 years old, making that much money. Or think about a career change, doing something you didn't want to do, or picking up this as a new career right out the gate. So once you get certified and registered in your specialty, you can always ask for a raise. So then we have Western Suffolk Boces. Boces has plenty of campuses, but the Northport campus is the campus that has the ultrasound program on that campus. Now they require the same thing: college transcripts, high school transcripts, depending on where you're coming from, physical health exam, interview, references. But they're doing what's called a TEAS test. It's like an entrance exam where you do like basic math, science, and English. So you take those exams in order to get in. Once you get in there, once you get through the door, it's 2 years, same thing. Now these vocational schools are like year round. You don't really get the summer break that like you would get in a college. It's usually just that winter break that you'll get because they're trying to get you straight through in and out. So you don't have that whole thing. It depends on the school, but they don't really have holidays except for like a few days home for Thanksgiving, and then maybe a week off during the Christmas holiday, maybe like a week or 2. So the school is straight through. You got to get through it. So they offer a certificate. This is a certificate program, and their school is about $46,000 a year. Check all financial options. They always take financial aid, or they'll take payment plans and all different kinds of things they can set you up with. So always check on that. Now, New York Medical Institute Career Training Center in Garden City. That's a new one I didn't know about, but that was there. And that's good because we don't have a lot of, any more ultrasound school in Nassau County. So that's good to have in Nassau. They are accredited. Always make sure any school you want to go to is accredited, because if they're not accredited, you're not accredited. Okay, so make sure whatever school you go to is accredited. They're accredited by COE, and that's fine. They also requesting a TEAS exam. You can be right out of school, bring your college transcript, high school transcripts. They also want the 3 references: physical health exam, interview, and if you have a degree, it's like a shoe-in. Otherwise, you'll probably have to take some other courses before you get into that program. Now, they have a Monday through Friday schedule, but they also have flexibility on the weekends and nights. So that's good if you got to juggle more of a schedule with work and kids and whatever else. You can go on the weekend, you go on the weekdays, a little bit longer, but at the end of the day, I would still say it's worth it. I always tell everybody that going to school for ultrasound is worth it. I have no complaints. Don't forget that. But and their tuition is $26,000, so that's fairly cheap in the whole New York. You're not gonna find that anywhere in New York for $26,000. So that's pretty good. Always check financial options, and you should be straight, set, and to go in that one. Now, there's a school in Brooklyn, the Center for Allied Health Education. They're accredited by CAAHEP. CAAHEP is probably the biggest accreditation, but they also might be accredited by COE as well. They might have to. They're in Brooklyn. You need to have the high school and college transcript, reference letter, essay. They also want an entrance exam, and that comes with an interview. Once you get your foot in the door, schedule. It's a Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. And they also have Echo at that school, where it's a shorter program, but they have Echo at that school as well. We can take separately. That school is a certificate program, and that school is $51,000. We have a lot of students that come from that school to my job during their rotation. We see them all the time. It's a good school, good program. All of these schools are good schools, good programs. Not sure about the New York training. Like I said, I just found out that school was there. It's good that it is there because we need it in Nassau. It should be, most of these schools take about 25 students per semester. So get in there and get scooped. They take about 25 students. So that's pretty good. That's what we were taking. And now there might be virtual because of Corona. So you might be able to get the education virtually. And then when it's time to rotate through labs, they might have a schedule to call you guys in. So check up on that as well when you call to check up on everything going on at that school. Now I got a request for a school in North Carolina. The person lives in Burlington. So I was trying to find a school there. The country is very big and they have a lot less than what we have up here, but I was able to find a nice school. It's called Forsyth Tech. It's a CAAHEP accredited. They're in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Now this school only takes about 8 students a year, but they enroll students every single year. They want the same thing: high school or college transcripts or degrees and equivalent, a reference letter, the TEAS exam, which is English, math, and reading you'll take. They want an application and some paperwork. They accept applications and paperwork from September to March, so you have that whole time to apply. Once you apply and it's time for them to start pulling applications, that's when they give you guys a call. But you can always apply for that. And like I said, they do only take 8 students, but their program is pretty much the same thing. Monday through Friday is a daytime class, usually about 9 to 5. Same thing as usual. They offer an associate's degree, which is good, but they have a first year academics and a second year clinical rotation. The tuition there is very good. It's $76 per credit. Now you take all 16 credits, which they say is usually the max. So that's about $1,200 for that semester. So under $5,000 it seems like to get an associate's degree in ultrasound from this school. Sounds like a win-win to me. So check that out as well. Now that is a wrap on all the schools that I have. Now there are more schools. You can go to Brooklyn LIU. There's colleges that have an ultrasound program. They're definitely much tougher to get into, and they definitely require like A's, just like NASA did. But you can always check that out. A degree, if you have with an associate's or a bachelor's, you can always become a supervisor in ultrasound later on down the line. Then you can really start making it your ching and make your own schedule, be the boss. So there's so many opportunities in ultrasound. Don't forget I said you can be an ultrasound tech, you can be a trainer, you can be a salesman, you can be all kinds of things in ultrasound. This field is for men and for women, all ages. So get into it. Share this video for your nieces and nephews, for your grandchildren, for your family members who need a career change, who needed something to do, who was trying to figure out what's next, listen, I did not work this whole pandemic, so it's like, not to say, yes, of course you're essential worker, you work in the medical field, but it's like, that's job security, that's job stability, you don't have nothing to worry about. So why not? 1-2 years school, $40,000 in student loans, that the government's about to get rid of half the loans right now, giving us $10,000, $15,000 back, and then you come out making $60,000. I don't see no losses. Like I said, it's only been up from here. And share this video. I want everyone involved. I want more ultrasound techs out there, more diversity, more millennials, more people who want to change their career, more people who want to be their self out there. in the ultrasound field. We need you guys. So share this video. Thanks.